Ready, hot!
It's not Christmas, but the Sooners certainly could use a Christmas gift in the Cotton Bowl. Welcome to the Omni Mandalay, headquarters of the Cotton Bowl. On Friday night over in Arlington, Oklahoma and Texas A&M convene, renew an old Big 12 rivalry in what promises to be a great shootout. I'm Barry Tramel along with OU writer Jason Kersey. And Jason, we're about 30 hours from kickoff of the Cotton Bowl. We've been here several days talking with the Aggies, talking with the Sooners. What have you learned about the A&M Aggies since we got here?
Well, you know, one thing we all wanted to know more about, I think, was Johnny Manziel, and we finally got a chance to talk to him. And one thing that really strikes me about him is how mature he seems for his being a freshman and being through all that he's been through over the last month after winning the Heisman Trophy, all the national stuff, all the media stuff. He seems to be still really focused on this game. And another thing I learned is that he knows Tom Wart. I thought that was kind of interesting. He remembered Tom Wart. Tom Wart doesn't quite remember him from their high school days, which kind of seems interesting given how their two individual seasons have gone.
Well, here's what I've learned about Johnny football. He's listed at 6'1". He's got no chance of even being 5'10". The guy's like 5'9". It's remarkable for him to have the success like that. The quick move around quarterback. He's going to be a very, very difficult assignment for that OU defense. What do you expect out of the Sooner defense in trying to corral Johnny football?
Well, one thing I think, they're going to have to use their linebackers. They're going to have to find a way to incorporate them more than they have this year. The last several weeks, they've tried all kinds of different things, experimented with 6 defensive backs, 7 defensive backs. I think Mike Stoops having a month to get ready will be a really good thing. Because it allows him to scheme and really figure something out. So I think they're going to have to try some different things, but I think the extra time is really going to be beneficial.
Of course, in the Cotton Bowl, by rule, the Sooners get to use a quarterback also if they so desire. They've got a good one. Landry Jones, who started his career 3.5 years ago, calendar years, in this very same venue, the Cotton Bowl, the Cowboy Stadium over in Arlington. Brigham Young game, Landry Jones made his debut. He's come full circle, going to finish his career in Jerry World. Landry Jones 3-0 as a bowl starter. Has had a remarkable career. Has not won as many big games as Sooner fans would like, but Landry needs a big one against the Aggies for the Oklahoma Sooners to win.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I think that with Johnny Manziel and the success he's likely to have, Landry Jones is going to have a big game. He's going to have to do some of the same things he did against Oklahoma State and against West Virginia in those shootout wins. And I think he's proven that he's more than capable of that. He's proven that he can really be clutch there in the fourth quarter. And he's going to have to do that again.
Landry Jones played very well down the stretch of this season. The great comeback wins over West Virginia and Oklahoma State has the Sooners here in the Cotton Bowl. All right, it's time for predictions. What are you thinking is going to happen Friday night in the Cotton Bowl?
I'm taking the Sooners 41-38. I think Johnny Manziel will have some success. OU's had a lot of trouble with running quarterbacks. Even Clint Shelf, who we didn't know was a running quarterback, became one against the Sooners. So I think Johnny Manziel will have some success. I think he'll score touchdowns. But I think Landry Jones leads another fourth quarter drive that ultimately proves to be the game winner.
I'm taking the Sooners myself, 42-30. Just chalk it up to too much history. I've seen too many Oklahoma versus A&M games that were definitely the Sooners' side. Bob Stoops 11-2 against the Aggies. He's beaten a lot of good A&M teams, routed the bad teams. I like Bob Stoops against Texas A&M. Stay tuned for further OU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.